nekrājās YouTube translācijā. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the session about goal setting. The session which is dedicated to help you to understand why, how, and to start setting goals in the most effective way for you. And today we have an amazing speaker with us. I'm extremely happy to introduce you to Natalia Nemchenko, who will facilitate today's session and will reveal her own, but not only, also the best practices from all around the world about goal setting. And the floor is yours, Natalia, and we are looking forward for your knowledge and experience sharing.
Hello, everyone, and I'm happy to be here, and we slowly start. My name is Natalia, and I have a broad international experience working in different international companies like McDonald's, LG Electronics, Danone, and as well in the local companies in such industries as digital media, food, electronics, fintech. So very, very broad experience. Also had at some point my own business, which I was able to successfully sell. I have obtained MBA from Riga Business School at some point. Then I have graduated from UK Chartered Institute of Management Accountants and currently obtaining, but actually I need to correct this information. I have received yesterday diploma in of bachelor degree in psychology at the University of Latvia. So this is a little bit about myself. What I can add is that I'm mom of 3 kids, 3 boys, and I'm extensive traveler, and I'm great lover of Africa. So I've been in many, many African countries. I've been taking my kids to African countries, and this is the continent I want to explore. And that's also one of the reasons I'm here. So today we are going to have go deeper and dive deeper into goal setting subject. And did you know that there is a simple process that can dramatically increase the efficiency of our daily lives? With this tool, we can optimize our time, increase productivity, and make the most out of our days. And if you ask, what is this? This is goal setting. Have you ever thought how many goals have you set last year? How often do you set goals, and how many of them have been fulfilled? Goal setting is indeed a powerful tool for personal and professional development. And people often set goals to provide a direction, to have a focus, and to get a motivation in their lives. Setting clear and specific goals allows individuals to define what they want to achieve. And this session aims to offer insight into the importance of goal settings, educate you about a set of criteria to enhance the effectiveness of goal setting, and as well introduce to various tools and techniques. As well, I'm going to share some examples from my experience. And before we start, I would ask you to think about any goal you would like to achieve. I'll give you a couple of minutes and think about any goal, and during the presentation, during this course, you always apply to what you hear from me to this goal, and whether it is correlating, whether it has some kind of, whether you have questions related to that, and so it should be like a red thread through the whole presentation. This your goal, and then it will be happy to apply it practically. So I'll give you a couple of minutes, and then we move further.
And of course, if you wish, you can share your goal in YouTube comments. Maybe you will be the person who will give the idea to other person, but I would add that your goal should be authentic. It shouldn't be, maybe for this example, too big, but the goal which is appropriate for exploration during these 2 hours. And then you will be able to apply the techniques and tools you will learn here to all your goals in your life.
And if you're going to share, so I also curious why you're here. So is it something what you want that you have tried to achieve goals but you haven't succeed, or is that you never had a goal? So there, everyone has a reason why he's here, so she or he is here, or maybe you try to achieve and never succeed. So also share, because these things, when we share with each other, it motivates, and we understand we are not alone in this world, and mostly people have more or less the same problems. So now we can move further, and why we set goals. Goal setting is a planning process, and it is important aspect of self-management. It sets positive expectations, puts meaning into lives, and help people achieve their dreams and ambitions. Goals provide clarity about what you want to achieve and help you focus your time, energy, and resources towards those objectives. Goals act as a roadmap, guiding your actions and decisions in purposeful directions. Having clear goals can be highly motivating. They give you something to strive for and provide a sense of purpose and directions in your journey. Goals also enable to track your progress and measure your success along the way. So when you set a goal and then after a certain time you return and then you see how have you been, what was the dynamics and how have you been moved. By setting specific and measurable objectives, you can monitor your performance and celebrate your achievements and identify areas where you need to adjust your strategies. And of course, it's also pursue personal and professional goals. I'll give you a few examples of goal settings from the famous people. So they are also people as all of us, and they also were setting goals. And these are examples just show that the more you try, that all goals, if they are realistic, they are achievable. You just need to try. For example, Michael Jordan, he was rejected by his high school basketball team because he was too short. After being told he would never play at the professional level, he trained even harder and visualized his name in a professional locker room. What we got? What we have seen later. As a professional basketball player, Michael Jordan went on to 15 seasons in the NBA and winning 6 championships with his team, Chicago Bulls. And during his career, he earned a total $90 million salary and is often considered as an NBA greatest player of all times. So he tried. The other example, Walt Disney. He was a high school dropout. He became bankrupt at the age of 22 after his second company failed. After he was losing the right to his first animated star, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, he started sketching the idea of the new hero, and he called him Mickey Mouse. When he proposed idea for the Disney World theme park, many bankers laughed at him, but he was determined and didn't give up. Walt Disney overcame many failures and setbacks to become one of the world's most famous names in family entertainment. And today, the entire Disney franchise, including the many themes, parks, movies, and merchandise, are worth many, many billions of dollars. And one of my favorite examples is Joanne Rowling. She was a single mother relying on unemployment benefits and to feed her family. 12 different publishers rejected her manuscripts, and she was losing confidence completely in her book and continued to write it just as a therapy because it just calmed her down. But she didn't give up, and she was trying and trying, and despite numerous setbacks, she finally found a publisher who agreed to publish Harry Potter. And it was by accident because publisher's daughter started to read this manuscript, and she liked it. And what we have now, Harry Potter series, has sold over 500 million books worldwide, and making it the best-selling book in the history. And Joanne Rowling has become the first woman billionaire in the world, author billionaire in the world. So that's about why we set the goals. What are the
I'm sorry, we have some comments regarding the goals. So I would like to share them with you as well. We have one amazing lady whose goal is to become CEO and a public speaker. And another not less amazing goal, not less amazing lady, fitness goals for March: do more exercise to help with physical and mental health. So it comes very nice with your next slide, I think.
Yes, and it comes nice because there are different types of goals, and health goals, financial, career, parenting, whatever is close to you, you choose. So, and I'm just curious, and you can also write in the as your comment, which out of these goals are the most attracting to you? At which path you are now? Is it career? Is it financial? Is it something related to kids, or maybe lifestyle? So whatever there is, so it's all is achievable when we know how to get there. So there is a positive effect of goal setting. Goal setting boosts our motivation and self-confidence. When we set realistic but challenging goals, we push ourselves beyond our comfort zone and tap into our full potential. And when each milestone which we achieve further fuels our desire to succeed, it's a chain which is so tight, and then you get this adrenaline by achieving something, and you want more and more. So it's like a self-motivation tool which propelling us forward with unwavering determination. And goal setting serves as a powerful catalyst for self-confidence, focus, accountability, resilience, achievement, and personal growth. By setting meaningful and achievable goals, individuals can unlock their full potential and strive towards a more fulfilling and successful life. So you are becoming proud of yourself and becoming more confident, and you want more. So how it works? As a basis and theory of the goal setting strategy is a productivity pyramid. The productivity pyramid begins with the values, and values serve as a bedrock upon which the goals and actions are built. So this is the basis, and this is the most important, your values. You always can, when deciding about, some people don't know which goal they want to perceive. So you always start with values. What is important for you? What is the most important, and what is not important? Then you take away important and not important and leave with the most important. And these most important values then could be a basis for setting a goal. Clarifying personal values provides individuals with a sense of purpose and direction, and helping them align their goals and actions with what matters most to them. Long-term goals are derived from one core values and aspirations. That's the next level. And they represent the desired outcomes individuals aim to achieve over extended period, often reflecting their vision of the future. And how to get there? Setting we need to move then to the intermediate goals, because long-term goals, it's over a certain period of time, but we need to know how to go there. So setting long-term goals helps individuals articulate their dreams and aspirations, and providing a roadmap for the journey towards fulfillment and success. Intermediate goals serve as a milestone along the path towards achieving long-term objectives. They break down larger aspirations into smaller, manageable components, and making the journey more manageable and less daunting. And then intermediate goals are divided into daily tasks. So, and those daily tasks are our main routines, steps which will allow us to get to our long-term goals and to perceive our values. I have I have set many goals in my life and not always succeed, I would say. But one very clear example I have, I used to run, but just for myself, some 5-8 kilometers. That was my maximum per week. 3 kilometers I felt comfortable, 5 was okay, 8 was something my maximum. It took my almost 50 minutes, but I thought, oh, wow, it's great. Until one moment I met my friend who I never perceive as a sport person. So she's just regular, maybe doing some fitness exercise, but never runs. She told, I'm going to participate in marathon and I'm going to run half marathon. Half marathon is 20 kilometers. Thinking, how comes that for me it's 20 is something unrealistic. And then she shared with me the program, and program was for 2 months, and it consisted of daily schedule, how much and how often I should run to get to half marathon. And it took me these 2 months. I'm following those schedules that you shouldn't run every day. So it was like certain days, but then you increase by 1 kilometer, by 2, by 3. And then I ran my half marathon, and it was like, how comes? But yes, so I was persistent with my goal. It was raining, it was cold, I was tired sometimes, but I knew I have this task and I need to do that. And especially what also was motivating, that I was told to some of friends that I'm trying to achieve that, and I couldn't give up. So that's but those 2 months I was following those daily tasks, and it allowed me to do something which I never thought it's achievable. So once you set the goal, you understand how you get there, and then it works. So but we need to know what kind of goals enhance motivation. And here we have very well-known and very easy to remember acronym called SMART. Goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. And now we will go through with you what does it mean in practice. So what does it mean to each of these letters? Procedures for writing SMART goals are following. You need to identify the area you want to write the goal, which should be either, as we were saying, type of goal. It's academic, personal, or work. Then you should evaluate past and present achievements to consider the extent to which the goal is realistic and action-oriented. State what you want to accomplish. Describe how to measure the goal. Include a specific completion date, means timely, and evaluate if your goal statement is really a SMART goal. If necessary, make modifications to your goal statement. So, specific goal setting. S. When setting a goal, be specific about what you accomplish. Think about this as a mission statement for your goal. For example, as we see here, I want to do well in English. It's not specific, but I want an A on my next composition. This is something which is specific and what we can really measure. there is no detailed list of how you are going to meet your goal, but it should include the answer on the popular W questions. So consider who needs to be involved in achieving goals. What, think about exactly what you are trying to accomplish. When, you will get more specific about the question under the time bound, where this question may not always apply, but especially if you are setting personal goals, but it should be identified here as well. And which determine any related obstacles or requirements. As actions, specific actions, I mean, may include following words like oversee, update, write, coordinate, supervise, manage, create, plan, support, implement, reconcile. So all these are specific verbs which can be included in your goal setting. Note that this list doesn't include verbs like improve, reduce, or increase, because this more comes to the measurement. So the next letter is M, measurable. Goals should be measurable. What metrics are you going to use to determine if you met the goal? And this makes the goal tangible because it's provide you a way how you measure. And for example, I want to study my biology text. That's not that measurable, but I want to study chapter 7 and answer the questions. This is something which is measurable. Milestones are a series of steps along the way that, when added up, will result in completion of your main goal. So sometimes some typical data types and data collection methods could be include that some, if it relates to work, it could be like some audits, tests, surveys, productivity rates, customer satisfaction surveys, revenue. So something which you can really measure and which give an objective picture. Next is achievable goal setting. It's very important that you focus on how you are going to achieve the goal, and if you have these tools and skills needed. If not, then you should consider what is needed to get these tools. For example, of course, you can say, I want to fly to stratosphere, but you need to know how you go there. So it should be you should know what skills or what resources you are missing to get there, and if it's possible, then to set the goals how to achieve those resources. For example, here I want a better attitude about studying. Better attitude, it's not measurable and it's not achievable, not so concrete, but I want to complete all assignments before class. This is something what we can set as a goal. Goals should be for example, if the goal is to launch a new programmer service, it should be something that it is alignment with the overall business department and objectives. For example, tonight I'll read half of my book and complete the assignments. And we know that it's not realistic. Then realistic goal would be tonight I'll read 2 chapters of my book and complete the assignments. And then the last is time goal setting. So it should be related to time-bound goals. And anyone who can set a goal but lacks realistic timing have high chances not to succeed. Providing a target date for deliverables is very, very crucial. So you cannot just, you can, of course, but it's very important to have this deadline. Then you are more motivated and you see the end when you should submit the results. Yes, so that's, I'll give you one of the example. For example, how to create a smart goal. Usually how people, for example, at work are saying, so I want to complete a project or I want to improve my performance. For example, if we are talking, I want to complete a project. The goal should be specific. And we are talking, if we take this as an example, then, for example, a person says that many people and what is to what is related this goal. Many people are accessing our current website from their mobile devices. Since it's not a responsive site, it provides a poor experience for customers. And my specific measure, I want to launch a mobile application for my company website by the end of June, and which requires involvement from software development, design, and marketing. Then measurable goal would be that I would like to have 50,000 installs of the site within 6 months of launch, because it has certain investments and I want these investments to be paid off. As well, I would add a conversion rate. So then achievable. I will need to manage the project and set the milestones because I need to involve other departments and everyone should be motivated and be on target. Realistic. Realistic is that I want to improve the customer experience on mobile devices, and this is a core initiative for my company this year. And time-bound, that application will need to be launched by second quarter with a robust marketing campaign. So this is the example of the project. So whenever you of the goal setting, whenever you want to do something, you need always to think about these 5 measurements which need to go through your goal. The same, for example, when I gave you a task at the beginning of session to think about your goal, you can also think how it goes in line with those SMART objectives. And here I would like to share with you a video. Olga, maybe you can help me, or maybe it will take some.
I will try to share it from my screen. Maybe I will have better internet. Wait a moment, please.
Use some time to breathe out after my long speech.
And maybe write some comments or questions. Yes. So you do see my screen?
This video is a summary of what I have said right now.
At this point in your life, you've probably heard a lot about how important it is to set goals for yourself. Not all goals are created equal, though. Some goals are smarter than others. Let's check in on Andrew, who's about to graduate with a degree in architectural engineering and is feeling a little directionless right now. Hey, Andrew, you know you're more likely to achieve a goal if you write it down, right? Well, that's an okay start, Andrew. I mean, it's a goal, but it's not a SMART goal. Calm down. I didn't mean your goal is dumb. In this case, SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Let's start with the S for specific. What exactly do you want to accomplish, Andrew? Just saying, I want to get a job is not specific. What kind of job do you want? Do you want to stay in a particular area or work for a specific company? Do you have a salary target? Let's make your goal more specific. How about, I want to get a job in architectural engineering within 100 miles of my hometown. Now you've got a much better idea of where you're going. M is for measurable. How do you know you're on track with your goals if you can't measure your progress? Break your goal down and set some milestones, Andrew. Why not decide that you'll apply for 3 jobs every week, or that you'll finish revising your resume by Friday? A is for achievable. Is your goal realistic? It's great to have ambition, but setting goals that you can't possibly achieve only sets you up for failure. It's better to set smaller goals you can actually achieve. Setting a goal of being promoted to junior partner within 10 years might be achievable, but being promoted to junior partner in 6 months? Probably not. R is for relevant. Does your goal get you where you want to be? It's admirable that you've included a goal of raising the most money for a local charity, Andrew, but will including it in your current career goals help you focus on getting a job in architectural engineering? There, that's better. T stands for time-bound. Basically, this means setting a deadline for achieving your goal. A deadline will help motivate you to stay focused and keep moving forward. If Andrew's goal is just to find a job in architectural engineering whenever, what's to keep him from spending the next 2 weeks playing video games 24/7? Give yourself a due date and stick with it. Well, it looks like we've helped Andrew with his goals. Now, how about you? What do you want to achieve? Why don't you take some time to be smart about your goals?
I think I will continue sharing, okay?
Okay. And now, as it was said in the video, try to think about your goal and using smart approach, having 15 minutes, write what kind of goals and what kind of specific, measurable, and other components it has. So we give you some, and whatever questions you have, you write in the chat, and I will answer. So.
Okay, so the task is to define and write the goal using smart approach, and we give 15 minutes till 1:52, 1:48. Okay, 1:50. But yes, if you have any questions, comments, or you would like to share your goal in the chat with us and with your peers, don't hesitate to do it. We share goals, we share experiences, and we empower each other with our experiences. So the question is, should the goals be in categories like educational, financial? Please comment on that, Natalia.
It should be what is the most relevant to them, what gives them passion or something. Yes, what first comes in the mind.
So it could be any goal, like fitness,
yeah,
well-being, relationships with kids or partners, or business goal, financial goal, any of them.
Lifestyle, yes, whatever. So just first what they feel the most passion about.
Okay. Meanwhile, I will share with you another goals our participants posted in YouTube. One of them is a successful businesswoman, grow my catering business, and a leading disease surveillance officer. Okay, great. And another one, to become the most sought after etiquette consultant. Maybe we can take one example and try to make it smarter. Natalia, what do you think?
Yes, let's take one of these examples.
While everyone is thinking, we can chat a little bit about the last example, to become the most sought after etiquette consultant.
Okay.
I know that this lady already has the etiquette consultancy business.
So it's etiquette, the most, okay. First of all, I think that the most, we need to understand what does mean the most. So how we compare that, is it whether we compare it to others, whether there is some kind of surveys which will say this has this and these grades, and this has this and these grades. So there should be something which will allow us to judge where we are among others and where we are now as well. So that's therefore we need to think, or this lady should think in her business, what are those measurements which allow to be objective and say where she is in the market. So that's this is one thing, and then the other thing is what she needs to go to do to be there. What are the resources she needs to do to have? What yes, resources meaning time, money, maybe some support. Then as well, it's a lot of benchmarking work as well. So especially to those who are already there, who is currently there. So what they have done, how, in which areas they are better. And then to set a target, for example, I don't know, on certain line, I want to have the same achievement as they having, and then how will I get there? So what should I do on the daily basis to be there? So that's a little bit about what you can get from here to there, and then yes, to set this regularity and of course to monitor this.
So summarizing what you have said, it's important to understand what does it really mean in numbers or in the most specific description. What does it mean to be the most sought etiquette consultant? Where, like in the world or in some specific location, like what does it mean really? You have 100 requests per month, or you have national awards winner for something like etiquette consultant. It's first of all. Then we need also to think about point A, where are we now, and point B. So to see this whole journey and to be able to see this journey as a timeline and to add the actions into the timeline which will lead us to the desired goal, and to see what we can do on a daily basis and to evaluate those actions as well, and to evaluate them in terms of does it support my goal, or it actually leads me somewhere in different direction. So on the stage of goal setting, I think we should think about those bullet points first of all, and to make this goal really measurable, more specific, of course, achievable. By the way, I have a question to you, Natalia, regarding goal setting in general. I have heard from many people that saying that they are not really the goals people. Like they know approximately what do they want. Like, I don't know, the house near the sea. And they hold this vision in their minds, and somehow they get there. And they say usually that it's very distractful for us to make detailed plans and to put this goal in some frame any time frame, location frame, anything. We just have this vision, and we know that the universe will lead us to that vision in the best way, how it is possible. What do you think about this?
But it also depends. To get a house, this is like a final point. To go there, they definitely need the money, and probably, and then of course they are working. Those people are working, and then it's their priority how they spend this money, either for house or something else. But if you would tell them, those people, please run a marathon, and they will answer you, the universe will help me, it will never happen. So it's just that they yes, to buy a house, it's like for those people who has achieved certain level of wealth, it's like okay, I want to go to buy either ice cream or chocolate today. Okay, I go and decide to buy. But if the target would be that they are from the low base, and it also depends in which level they are. If you are on the low level and you just graduated your university, and you will say that I want to buy a house, and let's see what universe will do me. So it's I don't know, maybe it will help you in some 10, 20 years, but it's anyway, it's your career path. It's something where what you need to do to go there. So, and I assume that your example was probably from the people who has achieved already a certain level, and who has a certain level of wealth, and it's just need to be increased a little bit or slightly a little bit. So it's anyway, to do something from the certain level is easier than to do from the basis, from the very, very down. So the path is much longer.
So what you are saying that using goal setting models, any of them, SMART, GROW, any other, we can make this journey to our goal more predictable, and we can control it. And we can change the goal on the way, but still it will be our decision, and we will be the person who will determine these changes, and we will not rely on something which is not our under our control.
On destiny. Yeah, exactly. And I would tell you more. If you would say the goal using this SMART approach, and you would be really persistent, you can achieve any goal. You simply will achieve that. So it doesn't matter if it's realistic, if it's measurable, if it's achievable. In terms of, again, it's not going to stratosphere, even to going there. So it's, you will achieve. You just need to be persistent with your goals and with your everyday routine towards that goal. So that's most important. But it's work. It's not destiny. So you can say, yes, I can win a lottery and wait for whole your life. So. No, I didn't succeed.
Okay, let's take another examples. My goal to be is inspirational among the youth in my country. What can we suggest for this participant to add to the formulation of the goal?
First of all, what does it mean inspirational for her? What does it mean inspirational for others? And who is that target audience? So because maybe there is a difference. Some teenagers have one who is inspiring them. People middle age have totally different.
Here is the target audience, youth.
Youth.
Like,
youth
yes,
target.
like teen, yeah.
Okay, so then it's among youth. Then maybe start with yourself. So who inspires you? Who is that role model who inspires you? What this role model has, what you don't have? So, and this also, and whether it is in line with your values and beliefs. This is, as we were talking, very, very important. So if you have a role model, but she or he behaves not in line, so then you cannot take this role model. Then you can develop it yourself. So based on your values and beliefs, so whom you want to be, and then, of course, to be inspiration, you need to be visible. You need to do something which other people acknowledge. So it should be, there should be some actions behind that. So it's not just saying that and that. So either it's charity thing or some social work, or it all depends on your as well. It needs to be connected with your values. So, or maybe you're environmental protector. So that's what is close to you. You choose this, and you want to save animals, and then you go to that direction. And with your actions, this again in your goal setting should be what kind of actions I should do to protect animals, or to keep environmentally friendly my neighborhood. And these real actions should be there. And then if, for example, this is also the tricky thing, if your goal is not your main work, but it's kind of, you need to devote some certain time, just make sure that every single day you devote certain time, 15 minutes or 1 hour, to that goal, to your goal achievement. So because then you will not lose the focus. It will run in parallel, but it will have some dynamics. You will devote every day to that your long-term vision.
So summarizing, amazing goal, specific audience, specific location in my country. We would suggest to add also time frame, and go to the action plan with the specific actions, which could also be splitted into smaller steps, which could be done every day.
Exactly. And then not to copy anyone, just follow your values and beliefs. So it's my value, my vision. Then it's easier. Then it makes you feel passion. It is yours. It's not somebody else. So then you go this way. So it's as you have seen in this pyramid, all based on your values and beliefs. So that's
True. Okay, I will just read a couple of other goals just for inspiration, and we can move on. My goal is to become the leading smoked meat processor in Zambia in the next 2 years. Another one, specific, train at least 10% of the population of youth by 2030 in sexual reproductive health. And then my goal is to get a job in data management company and work as a data manager associate for 5 years. And in 10 years time, I would like to be promoted as a CEO of the company. All the goals, less specific, more specific, sounds amazing, and we wish you good luck with achieving them. And let's move on to the next tools.
Very ambitious goals, very, very nice. So that's, yeah.
I'm sorry, something happened here on my side.
Okay. And
do you see my screen?
Yes, but
yes?
It's not in presenting mode.
Yes, interesting. Oh, sorry. I will stop sharing and start sharing again. Does it help, Natalia, or you would like to share?
I can share myself, so maybe
Yes, please,
I
good.
can continue
you.
and Mhm. So and motivation.
Mhm.
Whatever you decide, whatever right approach you would use, whatever techniques you will learn, without motivation, you cannot achieve anything. So the motivation is the most important out of everything. And as I have told you, that you will get almost everywhere. It's a very important topic, and there are many people, including myself. It was I was going out of my path to reach the goals only because of the losing motivation or achieving something and then having some steps back or being over excited and relaxed and losing the discipline. So that's the motivation is very important, and it consists of many things. So and having excuses is a seductive way to get out of doing something you want, too afraid to act on. And if you want to procrastinate, it's never the right time to start something new. So for some people, even to start, there are different different not steps, but different time when people lose motivation. Some can even not to start. So most of the time the logic supports your hesitance and say, okay, so it's with everything going on, maybe I should wait for a while. It's nurturously slow. I might enjoy my summer and then I will return to that. Or it's now there is some instability. Maybe it's not the right time and people are taking vacations, so I'll do it after. There is a blame of economy, high inflation, state of global affairs, anything else, and you can point, but you know the truth, you are procrastinating. You are not doing and finding the excuses not to start things. So if you're thinking about starting a new job or you're thinking about starting a new project, just start. And that's the main thing. So that's just start and not finding the excuses. Remember, your brain always will find excuse for not doing it. So then there are 8 ways how to motivate yourself from the beginning. As I told you, the beginning, this is something where people not even start. They think about the goal, but not starting. So start to think small. So maybe if it's hard not to do some big goal, I don't know, I don't want to lose 20 kilo. So just I want to lose 2 kilos. So this is this is one of my challenges. So when I always start to find excuse, why not to eat this piece of pizza? What will happen with me? And then after 3 days, why not to eat this sweet? And then and then it never goes that way. So start with small that you want to do. I don't know, 2-minute exercise a day or 5-minute exercise a day. So you wouldn't have excuse that you don't have time. For 5 minutes, you always have time. Then if it's difficult to start, so don't set many goals. Try to set only one goal. For example, what I do, I usually set a goals at the beginning of the year. I analyze what happens previous year and then set for the beginning of the year. But I have noticed with the time that too many goals is not focusing. So just the focus is not so clear. And then I try to do some 2-3 maybe for a year. So try to start with the one goal. And that already will help a lot. So you know every day what is your target and what is your goal. Then examine your motivation, know your reasons, give them some thought. There should be, and write them down. And if you have some loved ones or people next to you, so you want to have some goal related to those people, maybe that motivates you. So doing for yourself is also good, but it should be something what you really, really want to happen and for really good reasons. Then what helps also, you commit publicly, like tell your friends, you know, I'm going to, I don't know, to find a new job, or to do some charity events, or to do something. So, and you share with somebody. When you share with somebody, then it already helps. You don't have way back. So that's it's some kind of commitment, and for some people it helps. And what is also important, you should get excited. You should get excited about your goals. So it shouldn't be, oh, I need to do that again. So it's just think, for example, if you want to know a new job or you want to earn money, just think what you will have after, how you will use this money, or what you'll get afterwards, what kind of benefits. So just to get excited about your goal, or how strong you will become after doing some fitness trainings or whatever. And what is also important is you build anticipation. This sounds very hard, and many people skip this step, but it really works. So it helped people, for example, when they quitting smoking. So in avoiding some bad habits. So the building anticipations helps a lot. Sometimes helps to visualize. For example, what I did when I wanted to do some fitness health achievements. So I put it on my phone screen. So I made it as a screen lock, and every time I saw it, okay, now I don't need to eat pizza. So this try to do some kind of things which help you with this. And this is one thing. This is how to start. But then there are things when you quit on the way. So, and there are many ways how to sustain the motivation when you are struggling. So there could be different reasons why you want to quit achieving the goal, and there are different as well tools how to overcome that. So, and for example, try to read some inspiring stories. Try to, for example, if you hold yourself back or you have achieved something and you want to stop, just try to be consistent and okay, tell maybe today I will do a little bit less, but I still will do, and then I will be back on track. So, for example, you got sick, you cannot do anything. So, but okay, tell as soon as I will not have a temperature, I will start again. So just for yourself that that's the only temperature or some sickness or some really objective reasons which help me to which make me to quit this goal. But as soon as these these things are gone, then you're back on track. So because it's also as example from the life, you are back from vacation, and then okay, now I will relax a little bit, and then I will do this and this and this, and then I continue with my goal. No, it doesn't work. And even if you are on vacation, even if you are not sick, so try to not to be away from your schedule. You might get negative thoughts on your way. Try to replace them with positive. Just to change your attitude. Think think about think what make you feel negative. So maybe it's again you're struggling inside yourself. You don't need this goal because your mind says it's I'm lazy to do that. To your body, I'm lazy to do that, and the body reacts like that. So try to substitute them with positive. So you always will have struggle inside yourself, and that's normal. Everyone has. Just always remember there is one person inside who is against and one who is for that. So, and I also that's an example of when when I understood that, when I read it once. So I started to follow my thoughts, and for example, there was like I was running and my kids were at home, and I thought, okay, today I will not run 8 kilometers, I will run less. Why? Maybe something happens with kids at home. Maybe something wrong with them. So my mind started to imagine something bad to get excuse for me to stop doing that. If you know this, how your mind works, always think, always catch your thoughts and think, okay, now mind is playing with me. I will not let it do, and then overcome. So just this is technique which helps to go further and not to brain lead you. Think about benefits of your goals. So get excited again, even if you lost some motivation or you have down in your mood. Read about goals, how the other people achieved similar goals, what kind of circumstances they had on the way. Very also what is helpful is to find friends who are like you, so some kind of communities or that helps you to share ideas or to keep each other motivated. So that also helps. Think about building your own success. If you need help, ask for help. Try to visualize your progress. Remember where you have been at the beginning and where you are now. Just write it down or draw it and reward yourself. It also helps to reward yourself, to give some kind of benefits. Okay, for example, if I achieve this, I will buy or I will allow myself to do something. Never skip 2 days in a row unless you are sick. So you might skip one because you're overloaded or anything, but never skip 2 days. This is the rule which you should remember. If you feel that you need a coach, ask for coach help. Use visualization. Visualize your success and successful outcome, how it will look like. Close your eyes and think about exactly how your success outcome will look like and how you would feel, how it smells, how it tastes. And yeah, so it also helps. And try to find a pleasure in the process. And for example, for me, there are also hints, different things, but for me, to do some certain things, for example, to do sport regularly, it took 3 to 4 years until I found the trainer I like, until I found the type of exercises I like. And then it became like brushing the teeth. So I'm not even finding an excuse. So it's just it's something which is regular, which I should do, and sometimes I even move other priorities, but I need to do this, and that's it. So it's and I not even think that I don't like it. It's like yeah, it's not that I do or don't like brushing teeth. It's just must. And there are a few hints which will help you stay on with your goals. Allow yourself to dream about them. Write them down and put where you will see them every day. Change your short-term goals if they are not working for you. Be realistic, but aim higher than you think you can achieve. You will usually surprise yourself. Make sure you understand the price of reaching your goals and recognize obstacles and avoid or eliminate them. And now I will have a task, and that task which will motivate others. If you can share in the channel what motivates you, what are the things which help you to be motivated, and that's very interesting. Maybe other will get some new ideas, and so let's think about what you have achieved and what you help you to keep the motivation in this achievement. Give you 10 minutes from now.
We are looking forward for your life hacks in comments on YouTube. But meanwhile, we have one question regarding gratitude journal. Could you please explain more what it is and what should we write there?
The journal is something what you it's like a diary where you write what you have done and whether it was difficult or not, what helped you to achieve certain level, what kind of tasks you have done of certain things. So it's something which in the difficult times will help you to get some additional motivation. So it's usually you write it when you are inspired or when you have a good mood and you're like, okay, this I have done today, this and this, and I felt like this, and this feeling gave me excitement, inspiration, and further. And then when you, after a certain time, you forget, you're down, you read and think, wow, and you remember this your feeling and your status at that moment. So that's something like that.
And also on difficult days or when you don't feel so good about your achievements, it's a great practice to open your gratitude journal and write down the things you are grateful for today, because each day brings us something positive. We just have to focus on that and learn to notice these positive things. So gratitude journal is a tool which is supporting you in hard times and which helps you to fix your progress in good times. And yes, please share with us also your motivation life hacks. What motivates you to stay on track and moves you forward to your goals? Maybe Natalia, you have shared your experience, but maybe summarizing what motivates you the most.
It's funny. I have been sometimes I'm taking a goal. It's like commitment. For example, I would say I'm a little bit stupid in this way because sometimes it's we have such saying, it's when eyes are scared but hands are doing. I don't know the analog in English, but sometimes for example, going to study psychology. I understand that I want that. And then I decided for myself, I don't want to do some courses. I want really the basic. I want to know methodology. I want to know how it is all built. So I will go to complete a bachelor. And in this way, I'm a little bit like personality. I'm a little bit reckless because I don't evaluate properly that each Thursday and Saturday I would need to do from early morning to late evening studies. But when I'm already in, this is my personality. I know myself that I cannot quit something. I never quit books. So this is kind of a little bit of stupidity. But then when I'm in, I understand I don't have way back. So that's that how it works with me in terms of for me the most important is to be in, and then there is no way. Or for example, for sport, as I told you, I know, and my practice shows that I cannot do it without a trainer. I'm not so as I told you, this example, my mind will always find excuse for not doing it today, for not doing. So I thought that my solution probably is only to have a trainer. So, and I found a trainer I feel comfortable with, and I know this is my solution. Even when we had the COVID times, we were, it didn't actually made a big change, and whether I would do it alone or through video with trainer, but with her, I was like persistent. And then there is one more thing also. I have a high level of responsibility. So I cannot tell trainer, I will not be today. So it's just, this is my value. I cannot say that. And then I'm going to do, and now I achieved the level when it's like brushing the teeth, and when me or her are on vacations, then I feel that the body needs that training. But of course, there are goals which I haven't achieved, and I tried again, and I tried different approaches. So this approach doesn't work, maybe the other approach. So, but yeah, it's not what you have decided from the beginning works. Maybe you need to change a strategy, but to go a little bit other way, but same goal. So that's how it works. And I think it's always worth to ask for a coach help in case you see that you can do something. Maybe there is also some kind of inspiration or some tools and techniques how to get there. So you all can share that coaches are working with that. Yes.
Yes, coaches are helping to explore your authentic goal, which is aligned with your values, and to remove obstacles on the way to your goal. And be consistent, and the same as with the sports coaches, you become more committed to the goal when you have a person you need to report to and who is playing already in your team. So definitely a coach is a good solution. And also we have a comment from Amanda, thinking positively that I can achieve goals that I set for myself on a daily basis, as well as speaking daily positive affirmations.
Exactly.
Positive thinking. For sure. I agree with you. There is a lot of meaning in how we do communicate with ourselves. Are we blaming ourselves for we haven't done everything we have planned for the day, or we search for the solution to make more effective action plans and maybe to group them in urgent and the most important actions, and maybe less important and less urgent. So you have all the freedom and the responsibility how to support yourself in a positive way or in some critical way. And actually, there is a good tool also from coaching. It's not smart, but it's funny, about 4 carrots. Do you know it, Natalia?
No,
No?
no. Please share.
So imagine you are a spaceship and you have 4 engines, 4 carrots. 4 carrots are 4 engines, 2 in the front and 2 on the back. So 2 carrots on the front, your 2 engines, which are moving you toward the goal which you desire, and 2 engines or carrots on the back are the engines which are moving you from something you don't want to experience. So it's the best combination when you exactly know how you don't want this life to appear and you exactly know how you would like to see it in the future. So you have like double motivation to complete your life, educational, financial, any goals.
And you just run further from what you don't want to where you want.
Yes.
Nice approach, yes.
So let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. And talking about the obstacles, as you have mentioned, what are the strategies for identifying and overcoming obstacles? For example, there are periods when you are overconfident. You might achieve, as I told you, something, and then you see that you cannot move further. And the main thing when you set the strategy that you need to have a realistic strategy and take the magnitude of effort and the amount of time you can invest in this. Besides, the person needs to continuously revise the strategy as per conditions, faith, and the journey in the reaching of the goals. Because maybe when you were setting, you didn't take into account certain things, and you can revise the strategy on the way, and it is okay to be overconfident. Just not to give up, but just revise the goals and to move further. Then the motivation, but we have been talking about that a lot. So that's how to overcome the motivation and become motivated. And there are also unexpected things as failures on the way. It's not a problem. Everyone has failures, and even if I don't know, you miss 2 days in a row, which is not allowed, we would say, but think about that, give it time for reflection. I'm not meaning the days, hours, and move further. So everyone has failures. You know that, and you remember that, and even the most successful people were McDonald's was established when the owner have been 50 plus years old, or the owner of AliExpress has been trying to apply for a job for many times, always got refused. So there are failures on the way, and you shouldn't be afraid of that. Everyone has, everyone. And then the other obstacles is lack of tracking. There are many things that go on in our lives, and many of them make a chaos and confusion. And it's very important to progress the things and the dynamics. And it's very important to objectively evaluate where you are currently and where are you going. So that's tracking. That's one of the things. Lack of milestones, as we were talking at the beginning, that there are long-term goals, mid-term goals, and actions. So it's not enough. And this also I had from my experience that I want this, But then I understand that I want this is on my to-do list, but I'm not doing anything to get there. So it's just you need to have those milestones and you need to implement them in your daily routines. Also, toxic environment. This is one of the obstacles which you need to be aware of. And this could be friends, that could be people around you. This could be, I don't know, you want to quit smoking, but all your friends are smoking. So that you need to be aware of that, and you need to be aware of the negative people around you. You need to be aware of those who are thinking more negatively, who see the glass half empty than half full, and you shouldn't think about them. If you know the methodology, if you set the targets, you know your way, so you are smarter than anyone. The same goes, I recently met a girl who just became a mom, and she was so worried because she told, I want to be a good mom, but I have this advice and these people, those adults are criticizing me, and told her, you know yourself better. What does it mean, the good mom? Be intuitive, move according to your intuition, and you know the best by nature what your kids know. The same with your goals. You know you've been setting these goals, you know how to get there, and don't pay attention to people around criticizing you. Lack of guidance, as we were talking. So if you don't know how to get there, or you have some kind of doubts, ask for a coach, ask for somebody who can help you with advice. And then over satisfaction. So it's when you quite easily have achieved some milestones very smoothly, you might get the sense of over satisfaction. But then next step might be more difficult, and so you need to take into account that that kind of obstacle also might become a case when you lose the feeling of reality. But this is also normal, and if you know how to deal with that, so then you are on the right way. So the next part of goals is action planning, and this is what we have been talking. That's you have established and write SMART goals and action plan. An action plan are our daily routines. So you need to get to the long-term goals. You need to identify short-term goal that you would like to accomplish, for example, in 3 weeks, or develop a plan for how you will obtain your goal in this 3-week time, and you can as well prepare a report how you can successfully attain the goal. So, but you need to know exactly how you go, your actions, your daily tasks. So this is very important. Again, so without daily tasks, hard to achieve a goal. It's only when, as Olga has mentioned, it's the universe will help me. So it might help in certain cases, but it's in majority of the cases it's not the way. So, and if you read the stories of successful people, there is of course a little bit of success which they had on the way, but majority of them are workaholics. So it's they work a lot, they train a lot, they do things. Take for example, I don't know, any Jennifer Lopez. Her day is just scheduled into the different parts, and it's on the daily basis. Or take I don't know, some businessmen, so they work hard. So It's never, it looks like, okay, she's lucky, but behind that luck, it's a lot of work. But the good thing that if you do this action planning and you do daily tasks, you always will achieve that. Time management is very important, and you need to have a deadline. You need to be realistic. You can review goals if you see you are not on your deadline, and if you see something doesn't go according to your time schedule, just change it. If you cannot devote 3 hours per day, devote 2 hours per day, but you are allowed to adjust, to feel comfortable, to not to sacrifice other things, because you might be overconfident in the beginning, but this is our normal. But time management help you to be focused and to reduce stress, because without setting time bounds, it easily could feel like you're swimming in the oceans without knowing when you will get to the mainland. And with the time management, you will be more productive. And effective time management means you can plan your day, week, month, year to increase your performance and productivity. And the more will get done in less time, as you will be more organized and goal-oriented, and bigger and better results will await you. So it's very easy to set goals, but achieving them is another matter entirely. And poor time management is a huge stumbling block when it comes to reaching your vision. So it's can lead to disorganization, missed deadlines, and anxiety. So to accomplish your target, you need motivation, willpower, ambition, and of course, time. Resources and tools, there are different non-digital and digital. You can choose whatever you want, whatever is works better for you. I use simply notes in my mobile phone, and some are using digital tools like Trello, Jira, Tally, where you, for example, here you have goals, different goals, how many books you have read out of your goals. So whatever works better for you, but this again shouldn't become an obstacle. I haven't downloaded an application, or I haven't chosen the tool which to use to track my progress. No, that doesn't work like that. You always can write down on the piece of paper. So this is always available, and we don't need to have a time to search for that. And of course, very important to monitor the progress. That will motivate you, to allow you to see where you are. It will allow you to assure to concentrate on deviations, to analyze obstacles and challenges, and to see what you need to tune to get to the target. As I told him, maybe this doesn't work. I choose the other path. I create the other action plan, but I will go there. And then, of course, record your information. And here is another video which doesn't show Olga. If you can help.
I will try to.
Wait, it's coming. It is.
Oh,
It
great.
is. I'll show you the other video to help you stay motivated and yes, for inspiration. Hopefully it will work. Here. something appears on the way.
Very, very slowly.
Yeah,
Let me try,
let's
maybe.
wait a bit and the still I think we still have time. So yeah, it comes.
I think it's not working properly, quite slowly and without sound. Okay, let me try from my computer. Thank you everyone for your patience. We'll do it another way.
Doesn't work, yeah?
No, it's very slowly and without the sound.
Okay. Then
So, local commercial.
World does not reward mediocrity. Does not. You know what the rest of the world wants to pay you for? You know what the rest of the world wants to pay you for?
If you know how to concentrate your efforts and be focused on one thing, if you know how to concentrate your efforts, if you can be focused on one thing, if you can everything else that everybody else is looking at, 50 different philosophies, everything else that everybody else is looking at, 75 different ways to make money, 50 different 19 different streams of income, 75 different ways to make money, 19 different streams of income. If you can figure out, if you go chase all the other stuff that everyone else is, you're gonna miss the whole point. If you go chase all the other stuff like everyone else is, you can't concentrate. You're gonna miss the whole point of winning. Anyone today who knows how to concentrate, I'll show you someone that nobody wants to concentrate. I'll show you someone that nobody wants to compete.
Narrow your focus. Don't stop. I need narrow one focus and make it work. I make it your priority and stick with it no matter what. Make it your priority. Stick with it no matter what. You don't have to work hard. You don't have to. You guys understand what you don't have to do. You don't have to. You don't have to work hard. You don't have to be right. You don't have to be a good leader. What's required of you? You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. But you also have to do anything you don't have to be a successful life. You don't have to. You also have to. Your team will have your successful life. So the greatest things in life take sacrifice and discipline. And that's why the greatest things in life take sacrifice and discipline. And that's why sacrifice they don't want to achieve great things. For some because they don't want to sacrifice people that have great things in life that you look up to. It's because they were sacrificed that have great things in life that you look up to. It's because they were sacrificed.
No one can make you do or not do what you said you're going to do. No one can make you do or not do what you said you're going to do. I'm going to do this. Tell yourself every moment this goal. I'm going to stick to this. I'm going to do this. I'm not looking over the whole year's goal. I'm not looking forward to December. I'm not looking over the whole year. We do every day. Every single day. What we do becomes a ritual. We do every day. Every single day. What we do becomes a ritual. Same routine. Regardless. We practice every single day. The same thing. Regardless. We continue to do the reality that we believe in. Regardless. We continue to do the passion that we believe in.
See, at the end of my life, coach, because, hey, by the way, this guy over here, this is what you could do. This guy over here, this would have been your dream. This is where you would have gone. This is what you would have seen. What you would have changed. This would have been your dream. This is where you would have gone. What you would have seen. What you would have changed. This would have been your dream. My dream in my life. Good to see you. They're chasing you. I've been watching you. Good to see you. They're chasing you. Watching you. You don't want to get to the end of your life. You're damn character is congratulations. You don't want to get to the end of your life. So damn that character is a fuel for you. So that's funeral. There's a sense of funeral for you. There's a sense of spirit. Take those decisions you're making. Woman, that's how your life. Take those decisions you're making. To knock out your life. We're chasing that person. You wouldn't get on a chance. You can give the details to us.
So what it says, it's all in your hands. So your motivation, your aspiration, it's it depends on you. It's and you can achieve it all just as if you want. So that's the main message of this video. So it's all about you. Nothing else can do for you, and nobody else can do for you, and nobody else is so much interested as you are. That's the end. If you have any questions, so you're welcome. And I don't know, if you want to write privately, Olga will share the contacts, and I hope it was helpful, and it will convert in some goals in future.
Thank you so much, Natalia. It was inspirational and very useful, of course. Even if we're masters in goal setting and goals achieving, even though we need from time to time to remind ourselves about basic techniques, new techniques, our own experience and successes to keep moving forward. We have one small trouble with the registration link, so we will send it via email. For now, it's not available, unfortunately. And also, we have a couple of motivational comments from the participants. Amanda wrote about this positive thinking, which helps her to be motivated. I liked so much the comment from Francisca that sometimes I tell myself that Porsche car won't buy itself. Absolutely. So there should be an impact and impulse from our side to get things done. The comment from Nisa: my children motivate me the most. They make want to harder strive to reach my overall goals in life. The few times I feel like giving up, I'm constantly motivated by them, knowing that I am all they have. It's a great motivation, our kids, because they are not only benefiting from the goals we are achieving for them, but also they are benefiting from the role model they observe in the childhood. Most probably, your role model, how do you behave in life, will be taken. At least it will be very strong memory in the minds of your kids. So how we are acting, how we are behaving, how we are doing things, we cannot expect from our kids anything else or different how we are doing. So if we want our kids to be successful, we have an amazing opportunity to show them how to do it. And the same with goal setting. We can show them the algorithms, techniques, experiences, not only positive, but also mistakes and not giving up, and all these things which comes together with the successful life or with achieving the goals. The comment from Sitem Bile: my family is my biggest motivation to work hard. Making them proud and seeing how happy they are gives me drive to push even harder. Another motivation for me is envisioning myself being successful. Grace is writing: what motivates me the most is how much I have grown. Such a brilliant comment, actually, to compare yourself only with yourself in the past. It's the most correct comparison. Irene is writing: the ability to be self-sustaining. My God and my family is my biggest motivation. And again, the family is my biggest motivation. Great, nice. Thank you for sharing and reminding us also about these different motivation sources, which we can recall when we don't have the best days of our lives. And the link for registration form is finally here in comments. So please feel free to fill it in and give your feedback for the session as well. It's important for us to know what you liked, what maybe should be improved, and to be able to make the next sessions even better for you. So, if there is no more questions, we encourage you to keep in mind the tools we have discussed today. And if you have some specific questions, don't hesitate to write to SCL via email, to Eva or to me, and we will forward your questions about goal settings to Natalia. And she will be happy to support you on your way as well. And thank you so much for your participation and engagement in the session, because as always, we do create the content together with you. And we appreciate very much your comments, questions, and experience sharing. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to be here, to hear your comments and to hear your questions. Even though it's through the messaging, but it's still nice feedback to get. And I wish you all the best in reaching your goals, setting and reaching them. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Natalia, and see you soon, hopefully again.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.